Alexander the Great, history's ultimate overachiever. Alexander the Great, a name that echoes through the corridors of history. The name alone inspires awe and admiration. He was a king, a warrior, a conqueror, a legend. His life was a tapestry of extraordinary achievements. Imagine conquering the known world by the age of 30. That's Alexander for you. His military genius was unparalleled. He was history's ultimate overachiever, setting standards that few could ever hope to match. Born in Macedonia in 356 BC, Alexander was destined for greatness from the very start. His father was King Philip II, a powerful ruler in his own right, who laid the foundation for Alexander's future conquests. His mother was Olympias, a woman of fierce ambition and legendary lineage. Talk about pressure. She instilled in him a sense of destiny. From a young age, Alexander showed incredible potential, displaying talents that were far beyond his years. He was strong, athletic, and incredibly intelligent, a rare combination that set him apart. He loved learning, especially about philosophy, politics, and warfare. His curiosity knew no bounds, but Alexander wasn't all seriousness in study. He had a playful side too. He had a wild side too. His adventures were the stuff of legend. Stories abound of his love for parties, his quick temper, and his fondness for wine. He lived life to the fullest. He was a complex and fascinating figure, a true force of nature. His legacy continues to inspire and captivate us to this day. Alexander's parents knew they had a special child on their hands. From the moment he was born, they could see the spark of greatness in his eyes. They wanted the best teacher for him. They searched far and wide, considering only the most esteemed scholars of their time. So who did they get? None other than the brilliant philosopher Aristotle. His reputation as a thinker and teacher was unmatched. Imagine being taught by the guy who wrote the book on logic. Aristotle's teachings were profound and transformative. Aristotle taught Alexander everything from philosophy and ethics to politics and rhetoric. His lessons were comprehensive and deeply influential. He even sparked Alexander's lifelong passion for knowledge and exploration. The young prince was eager to learn and discover new things. Under Aristotle's tutelage, Alexander's mind blossomed. He became a voracious learner, absorbing information like a sponge. He devoured books on history, science, and literature. His thirst for knowledge was insatiable. He was particularly drawn to the epics of Homer, dreaming of emulating the heroes of the Trojan War. These stories fueled his imagination and ambition. But Alexander wasn't just a bookworm. He balanced his intellectual pursuits with physical training. He was a natural athlete and a skilled horseman. His physical prowess was as impressive as his intellect. He even tamed a wild stallion named Bucephalus, a feat that impressed everyone. This act of bravery and skill was a sign of his future greatness. Little did they know, this was just a taste of the amazing things to come. Alexander's journey was only beginning, and the world would soon witness his extraordinary legacy. When Alexander was 20, his life took a dramatic turn. His father, King Philip, was assassinated. Suddenly Alexander found himself thrust onto the throne of Macedon. Many thought this young, untested king would be easy to control. They were wrong. Alexander quickly consolidated his power and put down any rebellions. He was not going to let anyone stand in his way. With his kingdom secure, Alexander set his sights on a much grander prize, the Persian Empire. The Persians had been a thorn in Greece's side for generations. Alexander decided it was time to settle the score, once and for all. He gathered his army, the finest fighting force the world had ever seen. Then, he set off on his epic journey of conquest. The young king was about to make history. Alexander's military campaigns are legendary. His name is synonymous with conquest and ambition. He was a brilliant strategist and a fearless leader, always at the forefront of his army. He led his army to victory after victory, conquering Persia, Egypt, and even parts of India, expanding his empire to unprecedented lengths. His conquests stretched across 3 continents, showcasing his unparalleled military prowess. One of his most famous victories was the Siege of Tyre, a testament to his ingenuity and determination. Tyre was an island city, heavily fortified and seemingly impregnable, but Alexander saw it as a challenge. But Alexander was not deterred. He was determined to succeed where others had failed. He ordered his engineers to build a massive causeway connecting the island to the mainland, a feat of engineering brilliance. It took months, but they did it. The causeway allowed his army to breach the city's defenses. Another incredible feat was his crossing of the Gedrosian Desert, a journey fraught with peril. This barren wasteland defeated many armies before, but Alexander's resolve was unshakable. But Alexander persevered, leading his troops through scorching heat and withering thirst. He was unstoppable, a true force of nature. Along the way, Alexander faced many strange and fearsome foes, each battle adding to his legend. He battled war elephants in India, fought Persian chariots and overcame every obstacle in his path. He even encountered strange creatures like the Indian rhinoceros, each encounter a new adventure. He lived a life most people could only dream of, a life filled with adventure, conquest and unparalleled achievements. Sadly, Alexander's reign was cut tragically short. In 323 BC, at the age of 32, he died in Babylon. The exact cause of his death is still a mystery. Some say it was malaria, others poison, and some even whisper of a broken heart. Whatever the cause, his death sent shockwaves throughout the ancient world. The man who had conquered empires and achieved the impossible was gone, but his legacy lived on. Alexander the Great left an IND,